A friend of mine was telling me about a fractional CRO that they hired, and this person wanted access to their entire company, everyone in the company, and be able to talk to anybody in the company and direct people. Now, is that normal for fractionals?
I think it's optimal for fractionals, absolutely. But it really depends on the type of fractional engagement or relationship you have with your client. And there's a lot of confusion around exactly what is a fractional role versus an interim executive or a consultant. And in our prior episode, we talked a little about what a consultant is versus what a fractional is. But let's dig into the different types of fractional roles because I think that people don't really understand the scope of what this could be. So let's start with your scenario you just described.
Mhm.
The CRO wants access to all of these other people in the organization. So if you were the CEO of a company and you were hiring your full-time CRO, would you limit that person to only talk to their sales and marketing team, or would you allow them to just talk to anybody in the organization? They're a full-time employee. Would you
Yeah,
put any restrictions around them?
no,
You wouldn't, right?
no,
That's why
wouldn't.
you don't put restrictions around a fractional. So a fractional is exactly like your full-time employee. They just are working for your company part-time.
Okay, so if I am a fractional and I will go into a company and they won't give me access, right? Whose fault is that? Or is there a different sort of relationship that I can have? Is there only one way for me as a fractional to interact with this company that I work with?
Yeah. There's really a couple of types of fractional roles that I kind of describe, and I'll answer that question second. Let me answer the first part of that question.
Yeah.
Whose fault is it? I don't know if it's whose fault it is, but I would be concerned about any kind of relationship with that client, even if I was a consultant, if I couldn't speak to the people that I'd want to speak to. I'm not just going to run around the office just like interrupting people, but if I have a reason to go talk to finance or HR, I would do it in the appropriate way and through the appropriate channels. But why would I not? So I would want to understand why your point of contact, your champion, your CEO you're working with would want to restrict that. And there may be some political things going on. So I would want to understand. But I wouldn't just lay back and say, I'm only going to talk to one person at that company. With
Hmm.
that being said, the more traditional fractional role is playing that role of that full time, fully embedded executive, but just on a part time basis.
I hope that we shed some light for you today, but I also know we probably left you with some questions. Listen, one of the things about Dean and I is we want to talk to you. We want to connect with you because we realize, and this is why we do this show, that as fractionals, you guys are the ones who help these small businesses that are growing up become medium and larger companies. Without your guidance, they can't do it. And so we want to help you. Find us on our LinkedIn. Okay. Link down below. You look us both up. Ask
Mhm.
us questions. We want to talk. We want to help you. As always, he's Dean. I'm Atiba. We'll see you next time.
See you guys.